Why? To get tired? Yes. Well, I mean it, Ida. I mean, goodness knows Doris has never got to start.
Oh, I wonder where she is. It's after 11. I think she'd have been early. The day's an important day.
Yes, well, it's always important to Doris. It's the high spot of her month. She prepares for it for 2 weeks beforehand and worries about it for 2 weeks afterwards, like a vicious cycle.
Well, sometimes a cycle's important. You know what to expect.
Oh, my cycle ended more years ago than I like to admit, but it didn't stop me.
I just hope today goes well. I can't believe it's already her 4th anniversary.
4 years ago today. I completely forgot.
How could you?
I just can't keep the dates in my head anymore.
You really should try.
Do you know, I sometimes think you ought to give this up altogether.
Lucille.
I do, really.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think about it myself sometimes.
Well, I love this time together, but I'm sure there are better ways of spending the afternoon.
Well, don't bring it up today.
No, of course I won't. Anything she wants to talk about, we'll talk.
You're a good friend.
The best.
So where have you been?
Fine, thank you. And how are you? We were worried sick here.
So what kept you?
I overslept.
Today?
I didn't sleep too well last night. Did you get another bill for cemetery maintenance?
You mean the size of one in the spring?
Yes. How about you?
Hello, darling. Well, I haven't paid the one in the spring, because when the insurance company pay me for Harry being sick, I'll pay them for Harry being dead.
Well, you'll probably get yours on Monday. I'm not going to tell you how much it's gone up.
Okay, it's gone up.
Listen, what are they going to do if we don't pay? Dig them up and move them?
Would you like me to make the tea?
No, you sit, I'll get it.
So, how are you?
I'm good. You look different.
I dropped a couple of pounds.
Oh, you're losing weight.
No, it's just moving lower.
Oh.
So, what do you think of the weather today?
Nice.
Nice. A more beautiful day hasn't been invented. The leaves are just falling from the trees. The colours are beautiful. Abe's plot is going to look gorgeous. I just hope they kept up the maintenance. You remember the argument I had with them last night? Him telling me they water twice a week and I'm looking down at dead ivy.
Darling, I'm sure it'll be gorgeous.
Funny, you know, autumn was Abe's favourite time of year. A wonderful man, taken much too soon.
Yes, who could believe it? 4 years ago today.
You remembered. I didn't think you'd remember.
Well, of course I remembered. How could I forget? It was almost exactly a year before my Harry died.
That's Murray.
What's Murray?
Murray, Ida's Murray. He died the year before your Harry.
Murray died the year before Harry.
Yes, Abe died 2 years before Murray.
So Murray died 3 years after Abe.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So who died the year before Murray?
No one.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Abe died 4 years ago today.
That's what I said. 4 years ago today. How could we forget? A wonderful man taken much too soon.
They were all wonderful men. I wonder what the 3 of them are doing now.
Probably looking for a fourth to play cards.
No, what are you talking?
Oh, we were just trying to imagine what the boys might be doing right now.
Oh, with Murray it's easy. He's smoking a cigar up there. Any minute now his ash is going to fall and burn a small hole in the cloud.
Well, it's Sunday, so Harry will have gone straight for the property section, and then he'll shout for half an hour about how 30 years ago he could have bought a 3-bedroom detached house in Ravlic, garnished.
Sunday was Abe's day for walking. So wherever it is they walk up there, that's where he'll be.
So, here's to the boys, wherever they are.
The boys.
Funny, you know, I was reading the other week how this woman contacts the dead through a, what do you call it? You hold hands in a large circle around a table like a seder.
A seance.
Anyway, she reckons she can contact the dead. You have to put something that belonged to the deceased on the table, or a picture.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, I don't know. I've heard some pretty interesting things.
You know, I think one day I may try it. Wouldn't it be something if I could contact Abe? If I could talk with him, even if it was for only a few minutes?
I don't think I'd want to contact Murray.
Why not?
It's unnatural. When your husband dies, I think the time of talking is over.
Unnatural as a man dying his prime. You get married to spend the rest of your life with someone you love.
Yes, but you get married till death do you part.
I think if I could contact Murray, I'd like to ask him what he would have done if I'd have gone first. Wonder if he'd remarry.
Abe never.
I think Murray would have. What about married, isn't he, woman?
I could care less. The only reason I'd like to talk to Harry is to ask him maybe if there's a bank account somewhere he forgot to tell me about. Why would I worry if he got remarried?
Oh, I completely forgot. I spoke to Selma this morning.
No,
Don't tell me.
She's getting married.
don't believe it.
At her age,
Oh, just going to show you, you're never too old.
she is too old.
You're the same age as I
I
am.
rest my case.
Why? You want to start talking age? After all, next month... is
Don't
our
you
birthday.
dare.
It's like listening to my two older sisters fighting.
You keep out of it. They're only 3 days younger than Doug.
I was there when you celebrated your 50th for the 4th time.
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did.
I'm very proud of my age. In fact, I think I look pretty terrific.
You do look pretty terrific. I hope I look as terrific at your age.
You did.
I just hope I reach your age.
Oh, you have twice.
And you've been your age since I first knew you.
This is true.
Okay, let's call a truce on this one.
Sure.
Now, where was I?
Selma's getting married.
Oh, yes, so I said we'd all be there.
Sure. We'd never missed one of Selma's weddings.
That's right. She also asked if we'd be bridesmaids.
You're kidding.
I don't know her that well.
What happened to the women she used last time?
Oh, she doesn't like using the same bridesmaids at more than one wedding. She says it's bad luck. So, why don't you two come over here? We'll get changed and all go together.
Why not?
Sure.
So when's the do?
Month after next.
So soon. She only met Arnold over the summer.
Oh, she's not marrying Arnold, she's marrying Ed.
Who's Ed?
Oh, a man she met a couple of weeks ago, a singles weekend. She said they're madly in love. Are you ready for this? His name is Ed Bonfiliano.
Bonfiliano!
Selma Bonfiliano. That's not a Jewish name.
Not a Jewish man.
So, what happened to Arnold?
Oh, he died.
So Selma's marrying an Italian.
Work that one out.
Well, she never did like being alone. She always said she felt lonely in that house by herself.
If you don't like being alone, you get yourself a dog, not an Italian.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's got the right idea.
Oh, listen, she's had more husbands than I've had tights.
Look who's talking.
No, marriage is one thing and dating is quite another.
I have to agree with you on that one.
So when are you going to start?
Don't push it. I really think we ought to get going. I don't want to be late.
Darling, if we're a little late, what's going to happen? He's not going to get up and leave. Sorry.
Is it cold out?
A little chilly.
It's perfect. The cemetery is going to look beautiful. If Abe's ivy is dead, heads are going to roll.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Doris, what do you think?
Gorgeous.
So come on now. How much?
For something like that, if you got it second hand and a good price with a bit of haggling, you should have paid, let me see, no more than £150.
One minute she's fine, next minute she's lying belly up on the plot next to Abe screaming, "Take me now!"
I think she's over.
I sincerely hope so.
I'm going over to her.
All right, give them my best.
Cemetery maintenance, my foot. Cemetery negligence is more like it. Look how I can't even see the dates. If I didn't come here every month, you'd be lying here underneath the jungle. You know, whenever I cut the ivy like this, it reminds me how I used to trim your hair in the kitchen. Remember? A little off the back, a little off the sides. Don't go too near the front or make the parting too wide.
Doris was right. It's beautiful here. We couldn't have picked a better spot. Funny, when I'm here with you, and Doris is with Abe, and Lucille's with Harry, it's like we're all together again, like old times. Reminds me of the cruises the 6 of us used to take. You, Abe and Harry used to gamble while we would shop from one end of the Med to the other.
So, Harry, read any good books lately? I suppose I'll have to do all the talking as usual, just like when we were married. Nice. Except, of course, now I know where you are every night.
Harry, it worries me. The memories being that strong. It makes it so hard for me to, I don't know.
So, let's see. What's happened since we spoke last? Oh, Selma's getting married again.
I just wanted you to know that time. But everything you had to do in a hurry. Couldn't even go into remission like a normal person. Oh no, you had to get it over and done with, quick.
I look at Lucille, and sometimes I think maybe she's got the right idea. I'm not saying I'm going to start having flings, Lucille, I'm not. But I don't think it's right that I close myself off anymore.
Just a little more time. Everything would have worked out.
Oh, you'll never guess who's chasing the women. Are you ready for this? Max Goldberg. At 76, he's decided to start chasing the girls. So I asked his wife what she was going to do about it. And you know what she told me? She said, he's 76. Who cares if he's chasing the women? Dogs chase cars, but when they catch them, they can't drive.
Mummy, I don't think that I can go out and start meeting people and also keep coming to see you.
So Harry, what do you think of the coat you just bought me? Am I a knockout or what?
Oh, I almost forgot. I've got a new picture.
Hello there.
Hello.
Do you come here often? Just a little cemetery humour.
Just look at your grandson.
I wonder what you're doing while I'm standing here talking. Are you up there listening, smoking a cigar?
Sometimes I see David playing the toy in the living room. With such concentration he sits.
How I used to yell at you for smoking in the bedroom. To this day I can still smell it every once in a while.
He looks just like you did when you used to spend hours trying to fix some gadget or another. I can still see you at your desk.
It's been over 2 years.
4 years.
And sometimes it seems like
You're still right there.
you're still right there. Murray, if I shouldn't come next month, I'm not saying I won't, but if I shouldn't be here, promise me you won't be upset.
So your wife, does she come with you when you come to the cemetery?
My wife is who I come to visit.
Oh, how nice.
I really should get going.
Well, I was just leaving. I wonder if you'd like to come with me. I'd like to introduce you to my friends.
You're a wonderful man, Murray.
You know, one set day, I think I'll bring David
Another one like you I wouldn't find.
to talk to his grandfather.
£150.
It's a very nice coat.
Come, listen. These are my friends.
Ida?
Sam, you two know each other.
Of course, this is Sam, the best butcher in the whole world. How are you?
Good, and you?
Fine. You just come to Marty Myrna.
Yes.
Doris is over at 8. It's their 4th anniversary today.
4 years.
Do you think it would be right if I went over?
I think she'd love it.
So we'll go over together.
Oh, I forgot.
How did I get this far?
I'll see you when I see you.
Abe, I've got a pain right here that hasn't gone away in 4 years. There's so much I miss.
Quick! I think she's going to lie down.
Doris,
then.
don't lie down.
Don't do what? He's lying. He's bending to become a stone. Scared me half to death. Oh, hello, Sam.
Hello, Doris.
Good to see you.
I wanted to come and pay my respects.
Today is 4 years, you know.
Yes, Ida told me.
So, I would just like to stand for a few minutes in silence to think and remember, and hopefully get my heart rate back down.
We're right here with you, Doris.
It's nice to have such good friends.
You've got the best.
Maybe I should go.
Oh, don't be silly. Abe would be honoured.
You're not going anywhere.
Right.
So, what are you doing afterwards? Better still. I don't believe you. Well, I'm just trying to make Sam feel comfortable.
Stop flirting with him and he'll feel comfortable.
Lucille, really?
Well, how much longer are we going to stand here?
I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but I would just like to have a few moments silence for my husband who died 4 years ago today.
I think I should go.
It's
Stay
no
where
use,
you
son.
Look, if you want to pick up a man, go and do it at another grave.
Doris!
Look, I don't want to cause any
Oh, what am
inconvenience.
I standing here for?
Perhaps I
Just
should
because
go.
your husband died 4 years ago today, I should stand here and take this abuse? Happy anniversary!
Lucille!
The whole thing's
Fine.
ruined!
No,
Oh,
What the
sorry!
hell? I have your coat pulled apart!
Doris,
And you thought you were going to rest in peace?
both of them.
If you look carefully, it also says that one of the two women, the promiscuous one, did something unforgivable at the other woman's husband's grave.
Well, if you look at the title of the story, it's called Doris Lives with Her Head in the Ground, so all she sees is Abe.
I would like my bag back now, please.
You're not getting a thing back until this whole business is straightened out.
It is straightened out. I'm never talking to her again, so there won't be a problem.
Why don't you just apologise?
Apologise? What for? For meeting a charming man with whom I had a wonderful rapport?
Maybe she would like me to turn Abe's plot into a singles bar.
What do you mean a wonderful report?
You should have seen the way he couldn't keep his eyes off at Harry's grave.
You're kidding.
Ida, I think you're missing the point here. I was just trying to have a few moments silence for my husband, who died 4 years ago today.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Doris, you stand by Abe's grave like he died yesterday.
That is the way I will stand every month.
Right, good. So as of now, you can do it without me. I, today, officially resign from this cemetery club.
Oh, Lucille.
But I mean it. I've had it up to here with the bloody cemetery. Plus, I refuse to be a member of a club where half the people are dead. Why? Because it's the truth? No, it's not. Darling, if you took the register now, I guarantee that there would be absent marked at 3 names.
And that is why we don't visit them every month.
But why do we visit the old members? We should be out there finding new ones.
I don't believe what I'm listening to. Ida, you talk some sense into this woman. Ida?
Maybe it is time. For a while, maybe we need a break.
Ida, do you realise what you have just said? This is your fault. This is all your fault. This woman is like poison to you. You told us to stop going to the cemetery.
No, I never
Yes, you
did.
did.
Lucille never said a word. Listen to me, Doris. It's been over 2 years since Mummy died, 4 years since Abe, and what have we got to show for it? We've seen every film that's come out, we've become experts at canasta, and I know Murray's headstone like the back of my hand. Do you realise how much time we spent at the cemetery?
Doris, don't you sometimes feel that you'd like to have a man around?
You are not listening to.
But don't you ever feel like someone new, someone there?
Someone living?
Abe and I gave each other our lives, Ida. Our lives. I have nothing left to give another man. Everything I had I gave to Abe and still do. Once a month I let him know.
But getting married again wouldn't mean you loved Abe any less. You wouldn't marry him now for the same reasons you married Abe.
I wouldn't marry someone else and stop the case is closed.
But what are you talking about marriage for? What you need to do is get out there and start playing the field.
What field?
Oh, it's an expression. It means to get out there and date different men.
It's a stupid expression and a stupid idea. Can
Dating?
you believe her?
I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, darling, it's like riding a bicycle.
This whole conversation is ridiculous.
To you.
All of a sudden, Sam, the playboy butcher, turns up at the cemetery and the two of you go crazy. But he accepted this. But you, I'm shocked.
There's nothing to be shocked about, Doris. Nobody's going crazy for just talking. And I'd hardly call Sam a playboy.
No. Then what was he doing at the cemetery?
What do you mean, what was he doing at the cemetery? He was visiting his wife, Myrna.
He hasn't been to her grave in over a year. The only reason he goes to a cemetery is to try and meet a woman.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous. You don't remember Rose Jacobs?
I remember Rose Jacobs, but I don't remember them meeting at the cemetery.
Not 5 feet away from Mel's grave.
You've really got to admire his style.
But how about Sylvia Green? Where do you think they met?
Oh, and he went out with Sylvia Green.
Am I lying? He met her at Lou Green's stone setting. He met her in the morning, went out with her later that.
I don't think it'll happen that quick.
So maybe my time is a little out, but the place I remember, picked her up at the cemetery.
Hello, Ida. Hello, Lonnie.
Lucille.
Lucille, I'm sorry, I've got no memory for names. Hello, Doris.
Hello, Sam.
I didn't know all 3 of you would be here. Maybe I'll go and
No,
come back
please
another
come
time.
in.
Well, I remembered the chicken livers you wanted, so I put some aside on Friday, and I thought, well, since I'm in the neighbourhood, I'll come and drop them off.
Thank you.
maybe I'll just leave it. I'll go and...
No, please come in. I was just putting the kettle on. You'll have some tea?
Thank you.
So, Sam, a butcher that delivers. What more could a woman want?
I'm sorry about what happened at the cemetery. You know, I shouldn't have been there.
It was lovely to have a new face. Come and sit down.
But you know, I think I've ruined a very special moment for the three of you.
Oh, what's special? We go every month.
Every month?
I understand that you enjoy going to the cemetery.
Well, sometimes I feel a need.
I'm sure you do.
So, what are you talking about?
Oh, Sam and I were just saying how sometimes one feels a need to go to the cemetery.
I see.
I think I've just had a wonderful idea.
What's that?
Well, as Sam here has to go to the same cemetery as we do to visit his lovely wife,
Myrna?
Myrna, why don't the four of us go together next month?
It's
supposed
supposed to be the three of us.
But you in charge of the rule book.
Look, I don't know when I want to go again, but I'm really flattered that you should ask.
We may not be going next month.
You may not be
We
going.
were just discussing the fact that it might be time to stop.
Yes. We were just saying that there does come a time when one has to leave the cemetery and start playing the field.
What field?
Thank you.
You have to leave the cemetery and start dating other people. What are your feelings?
Well, I think you have to do what's right for you. Now, for some people, dating may be out of the question. For others, it might be all right. I also think that perhaps, oh, why do those biscuits look irresistible?
Please help yourself.
Well, so, what camp do you fall into?
No, it's all right. For me, I think it's time to move on. Sure, I don't pay my respects when I feel the need. But I also think I'm ready to start a new chapter. After all, what is life if not one chapter after another, just waiting to be written?
Oh, nicely put.
Sam, before you take your pen out, don't you think there comes a time around when you find other things in life to enjoy when you sit back and read?
As I said, I think you have to do what's right for you.
Exactly. Some people are readers, some people are writers. I'm like you, I'm a writer.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Do you know, I'm looking at you and I swear, Ida, you haven't aged a day since I've known you.
It's amazing how time passes. Look at me, for example. Some people say I look younger now than I did 5 years ago.
Why don't you go and make the tea this time?
I leave Sam here all on his own. I'll go and now you two behave.
She's quite a woman.
You think so?
Well, different, not shy.
Oh no, Lucille's never been shy.
But you know, it's strange. I keep thinking I've met her somewhere before.
Oh, you could have. She makes friends very easily. Fanny running into you today,
Yes, of all places.
of all places.
So I hear Selma's getting married again.
Oh, yes.
Are you going?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And you?
Sure. If we're both going, I mean, if you're going and I'm going, perhaps you would like to come with
Can I
me to
interrupt
the temple.
something?
No, we were just talking about Selma's wedding.
Are you going?
I haven't decided yet.
Of course she's going.
Of course I'm going.
Tea! What did I miss?
I'll let Ida tell you.
Just discussing Selma's wedding.
Oh, I'm the one who's looking forward to it. Milk?
Please, no sugar.
Are you going, Sam?
Sure. Now, I like Selma's weddings. They're just like reunions. Wait a minute. That's where I've seen you before. Weren't you at Selma's last wedding?
Oh, I've been to all of them.
Would you believe it? All this time and I didn't even recognise you.
Oh, I looked different then. I was married.
Did you know Harry?
No.
He died about a year and a half ago, not long after Lou Greenstone's setting.
Doris?
How upset Sylvia was?
Yes?
How vulnerable?
Anyone like another biscuit?
No, thank you, darling. I've had my quota for the day.
Oh, I don't know how you could resist. They're absolutely irresistible. Do you know, Ida, I haven't tasted biscuits this good since I don't know when.
They're nothing really. They're easy to make.
No, for you maybe.
If you like, I'll give you some to take home.
Oh, I couldn't.
No, I've got plenty. I made extra for the kids, but I haven't sent the tin back since last time. Before you go, I'll put some in a bag.
What about the tea? Perhaps you could put that in a flask.
Well, actually, tea's about the only thing I can make.
So, is this a gorgeous day or what?
I think I have another wonderful idea.
What's that?
Well, it's Sunday. Why don't the four of us go for a walk? It was Abe's day for walking, Doris. Come on.
You've talked me into it.
Why don't you two go? I've had enough fresh air for one day.
I'd like to stay and finish my tea, if you don't mind.
Of course
I'm
not.
not in the mood to go out anyway.
Look, you two go out, it'll do you good.
Okay, we'll stay. We'll play cards. You've never seen Ida the Greek play cards.
I'm not in the mood for cards. You two go out, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Come on, Doris.
Our bags?
You keep your bags under a table?
Some people use a safe, we use a table.
It was nice meeting you again.
And you too.
Good to see you, Doris.
Yes. Perhaps we'll come back in a little while.
No, you two go enjoy yourselves. I'll call you tomorrow.
Phone me tomorrow.
Thank you for bringing over the chicken. That was pretty nice.
It was nothing.
So, how's business?
Business is fine.
Good.
Except lately I've been having staff problems.
Really?
I just can't get the staff. You see, kids today just don't want to work. Not like when you and I were young. So I've been thinking, well, maybe I should sell the shop and get rid of the business.
You're kidding.
You know, you have a beautiful, absolutely beautiful home.
Oh, thank you.
Do you play?
Oh, a little. The children used to have lessons when they were younger.
That's quite a family you've got.
Oh, you're looking at a woman who is 5 times a grandmother.
I've got the first on the way. Maybe you can give me some advice.
That's the best part. You don't need any. You just enjoy your grandchildren, then sit back and watch them do everything to their children, and your children do to you. Oh, that's Murray and I, our 25th wedding anniversary at the Savoy.
You know, Myrna and I spent ours in Mallorca. I'll never forget it.
Oh, it's nice to have such good memories.
Good memories? You must be joking. We were playing mixed doubles on the tennis court. I had a heart attack at the net. My 25th wedding anniversary was a double bypass. At least it was something I could use.
Would you like some more tea?
Oh, sit. I'll get it.
What?
I was just thinking about Sylvia Green. Doris made me think of her.
Oh, what's funny in that?
Well, you probably know, I mean, it's a small neighbourhood.
Oh, no what?
Well, we went on a sort of date a while ago.
Oh, really?
Well, if you can call it that. It was a total fiasco. And it was all because of my son Richie. It all started at Blue Stroller setting. You see,
Dogs.
absolutely. I know it sounds awful. But after Merle died, he didn't like the idea of me being on my own. He wouldn't stop badgering me to find someone. What I think he was really afraid of was that if he didn't find someone to move in with me, I might have to move in with him. He kept saying what I needed was a friend. He loved to use that word friend for perhaps somebody he thought I would spend the rest of my life with. So I started going out. You know, Ida, each date was worse than the one before. Instead of looking at what a woman was like, I kept looking how unlike Myrna she really was.
No, that's not a fair thing to do.
No. So my last date was with Sylvia. You know, I wanted to pick a restaurant that Myrna and I had never been to before. So I chose the Grove, do you know it?
Isn't that where Sylvia's having her heart attack?
That's the place. Well, I hadn't been there before, how would I know? Anyway, we had just turned into the drive, and she started screaming, "Take me away from here, take me away from here." I didn't know what to do, so we drove around for about an hour, which gave her enough time to calm down about Lou, and me enough time to start thinking about Myrna. Well, I took her home, apologised and said goodnight. We talk sometimes. She's a good woman and a nice friend, but don't tell Richie I said that to you. You know, I shouldn't have been going out like that so soon after Myrna died. But it's funny, after you lose someone that close, you find yourself doing things you never even dreamt of, behaving in ways you never thought possible.
I used to cook like a crazy woman day and night. I don't think I left the kitchen for a month after Mummy died. I made meals that would put a French restaurant to shame. 5-course dinners, baked stews, pies, you name it. Murray used to love my food. He used to say that's what brought him home straight after work. So after he died, I thought if I made the meals, he would, I don't cook much now. I bake for the kids once in a while.
You close to them?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
So, have you been going to the cemetery much lately?
Not really.
So, what decided you to go today?
Well, this week would have been our 30th wedding anniversary. I felt I should go.
So you didn't go for any other reason?
For what other reason would I go to a cemetery either?
Oh, of course.
But you know, while I was there, I was thinking back all those years.
Oh, they do go by.
One day you're on your knee proposing, and the next day you're standing at a grave remembering how nervous you were. And before you know it, 30 years have passed between those 2 days. Look, I think I better be going now.
Oh, wait, I'll put the biscuits in a bag.
Oh no, you don't have to.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
The do will go on at tonight then.
What do?
Selma's wedding.
Well, I suppose it will.
I'll tell Lucille and Doris to go by.
Were you going to go with them?
Yes, but if you...
No, I don't want to put them out.
Oh, they won't...
Ida, I think it's best you go with them.
Oh, okay. They really don't know.
Thank you. You know, it was nice talking. Perhaps we could do it again.
That would be nice.
Have a good night, Ida.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.
Look, I could drive you to the wedding.
That would be nice.
Good. Good night.
Good night.
Look, I've been thinking, since the wedding isn't for a while, how would you like to get together on Thursday for a film?
That would be fine. Yes, yes.
And then dinner? Or we could see a film first and then have dinner, or have dinner first, then see a film.
Either way sounds good.
Good. Good night.
Good night. Ooh, yes.
I should sue them. Every month it's the same. They should pay me for all I do around here.
5,000 places we could have had this meeting. And she chooses the cemetery.
Oh,
Hello,
Lucille.
darling. I want you to know that I would not have come here if it wasn't for this meeting,
I know.
because I am finished with visiting Harry's grave.
I think you made that point very clear last
Good,
night.
as long as it's clear. Oh, so what do you think of the hat?
Nice. Goes with the coat.
Well, come on then, how much?
For something like that, if it's second hand with a bit of haggling, you should pay £100.
What is it? Do you follow me into the shops? Listen, I'm here because I'm concerned about Ida.
Well, that's why I'm here.
No, darling, you're here because this is your favourite holiday spot. I'm here because I don't want to see her settle for the first man that happens to have come along.
Well, if she does, she's only got you to blame.
Me?
Yes, all your talk about not going to the cemetery, and she sees the way you behave.
Well, better she follows in my footsteps than in yours.
Have you spoken to her lately?
No, I've been very busy this month.
A week can go by and I don't even know she's alive. At night she's always out, and during the day she's always got a reason, an excuse not to get together. I've talked to her on the phone and it's like I'm talking to a different person, as if everything we once shared was just in my mind.
Are you sure Sam's coming?
He's coming.
You told him the right place?
I told him.
And you're sure he'll be here?
How many more times are you coming to ask
Well, I just want to make sure he's coming. You told him 4 o'clock.
I told him midnight. I told him to meet us a day after tomorrow at midnight on the London Eye.
It would have been better than here.
Now, you know what you're going to say?
Yes, what we discussed on the phone.
It's coming.
Hello, Doris, Louise.
Lucille!
Lucille, I'm sorry.
Hello, Sam.
So, what's up? What did you want to talk to me about?
Why don't you tell him how you feel?
How I feel? What happened to you?
Well, you were the one that brought it up.
5 minutes ago, you were on my side. Now you're on his.
No, I'm not on anybody's side.
Oh, thank you, Miss Switzerland.
What side? What are you talking about?
We feel, Lucille and I, that you should stop doing something you're doing.
Have I done something to you?
Not to me, no.
To you?
No, but I haven't really given you much of a chance.
To who then?
To Ida.
Ida?
Yes.
What could I have possibly done to Ida?
Sam, a woman's heart is a funny thing. Am I right, Doris?
Right, Lucille.
A woman's heart is a fragile thing. Right or wrong, Doris?
Right, Lucille.
A woman's heart...
Lucille, it's going to be dark soon.
Sam, when a woman's husband dies, her heart breaks. It breaks into many, many pieces. And when she finally decides to try to put the pieces back together again, she discovers that half of them are missing. Buried 6 foot under the headstone with her husband's name on it. So she has to find another half, a new half. And to do this, she needs to play the field.
What?
What has all this got to do with me?
What Lucille is trying to say, in the worst way possible, is that what is going on between you and Ida is no good.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about this whole past month.
Well, we've been having a wonderful time together. We've seen a few films, gone out for dinner, even been to a musical.
Sam, Ida and I have been coming here every month for almost 3 years. And now since the two of you have started this dating, she can't face her husband.
Well, she only told me last week that she thought it might be good perhaps not to go as often.
You expect us to say she's afraid, she feels tremendous guilt.
That's very true.
And on top of that, we're planning to take her to Selma's wedding. We shall have to meet everyone, all her friends, everyone who saw her last time with Mummy. What do you think that's going to do to her?
Well, out to you. I mean, taking a woman to a wedding is no small matter.
But we have nothing to hide.
Sam, all I'm saying is that going to Selma's wedding together is wrong. Look, what if, God forbid, if it was you in the cemetery? God forbid you should only live with me well, but what if it was reversed? Do you think that Myrna would be going to Selma's wedding with another man? Especially one you both knew. Not only are you defaming the memory of Myrna and Murray, but it shows no consideration to Ida.
Did she say this to you?
When you've been friends as long as we have, words aren't necessary.
No, we can see it in her behaviour.
She's upset, confused.
Well, I don't want to do anything to upset her.
Then let her go to Selma's wedding with us, like she originally wanted to.
And then you can come and take all of us.
Lucille!
Well, that
age, Sam, it's going to be hard enough for her. Going to a wedding, being a bridesmaid, not having money there, it's an awful lot for her to deal with.
Well, I don't want to do anything to make things more difficult for
Oh,
her.
come and take all of it.
Well,
Lucille!
look, you know I do better. You know it better than I do. If that's what you think, then okay. Look,
I knew you'd understand.
I must be going. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, and Sam, think about what you're doing. Not just the wedding, but everything. You, Ida, Werner. Are you sure it's well?
Well, I think that went rather well. And you can come and take all of us. So what's wrong with that?
Because it wasn't necessary and you had to start out playing the field business.
Listen, it's what I think she should be doing.
You're out of your mind, you know that.
Why? Because I don't think she should spend the rest of her life shining up Murray's headstone.
I've polished Abe's headstone twice. Twice in 4 years.
You have polished his headstone more than I have polished my dining room table.
Now you know why you never come to your house for dinner. Oh, why are we arguing? The most important thing was to put an end to this whole Sam business. So, you're going to go and see Harry while you're here? I suppose he will be a hat.
Least I can do is show it to him.
I'll come with you. I haven't said hello for a while.
You know, Harry always used to say I had a hat face. He said a hat on anybody else was just a hat. But on me it was the tops.
Abe wasn't a hat lover.
No.
No, long flowing hair was all he wanted. You remember how long my hair used to be? Those were the days, Lucille. You in the Paris hats, me with the long red curls, and Ida with the clips. She was crazy about those clips.
We were quite a threesome.
Yes.
So what do you think?
Looks fine.
Don't want fine.
What's wrong with fine?
Fine is fine, it's not sensational.
What's so important? You have to look sensational.
It's Selma's wedding.
I'd hardly call that a special occasion.
Does there have to be a reason for me to want to look good?
Good, no. Sensational, yes.
There's no.
There's no reason. You've been running around here like a schoolgirl before her first date, and there's no reason.
Okay. I just wanted to look good.
Sensational.
Sensational. For Sam.
What's that?
I didn't want to tell you because I didn't think you'd understand.
So the two of you have still been seeing on to each other?
Well, we were going to the films on a Thursday night.
Canasta night?
Not still upset
Oh,
about that.
don't be silly.
But I haven't seen him the past couple of weeks. Last week he said he had a cold, and this week he said he's too tired. I don't know. I keep thinking something's wrong. Maybe something's wrong.
Has he said something's wrong?
No, but when I talk to him, it's not the same. I don't know. I keep thinking maybe I'm just not cut out for this whole thing.
Oh, look how upset you're getting. Tell me, is it worth it? I'll tell you what, tomorrow we'll go to the cemetery. It's supposed to be all about Sam. And then maybe afterwards we'll have some lunch, my treat. What do you say?
You just don't understand.
Hello. Oh, I like your hair.
Thank you. I thought I'd try something a little
Oh,
different.
lovely. Where's Ida?
In the bedroom.
Hello, Ida.
Hello, Lucille.
Did she say anything about us all going together?
No.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Just like a pajama party.
I like being in my own bed.
Why? What happens there?
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Look what I found.
Nice.
Who would have thought I could have found a fur hand warmer?
All you need now is first shoes.
Right, come on. How much?
Oh, what's the difference?
Come on, I want you to guess how much. already.
You're kidding.
No, I've got the receipt.
That's cheap. It's not real.
What are you talking about? It's not real.
It's not real. If you told me it wasn't real, I would have said about £25.
Of course it's real.
That's not real. Look, really, you could pull a fur out. This doesn't come out.
But that's because it's well made.
Might be well made, but it's not real.
Shh, you keep quiet. Oh, Ida, what do you think of my lovely hand warmer?
Beautiful. Nice, soft, well made. If I didn't know, I'd think it was real.
Thank you.
What's that with that?
She thought it was real.
No, I didn't. I'm just testing. I'm going to set up there.
I spoke to Selma yesterday. She said this is going to be the best do yet.
Oh, I think the do's get better and better. The marriages get worse, but the do's get better and better.
Remember the second one?
And the bakery guy.
Nat stealing from Nat's noshery.
What to do? 8 courses and 7 of them with dessert.
I know, it took me 2 months to lose the weight I gained that night.
I can't even look at a confit roll without feeling sick.
Well, you won't have to worry this time. This Ed fellow's in the fruit business.
Fruit.
Oh, I'm going to get winged.
Let me get this straight. She went from cake to fruit. Where's the advancement in that?
Shall I use the green eyeshadow?
Yes, absolutely.
You don't think it's too much?
No, you'll knock 'em dead.
Dead I got.
Are you all right, Doris?
It's nothing. Every now and then I get a pain. Shoots right up my arm.
I used to get it in the fingers in the morning.
Yes.
I found if I wore the copper bracelet, it helped.
I tried that. It doesn't help. Except maybe I get better reception on my TV.
Harry used to get it just before it was going to rain. Even if the weather forecast said it was going to be bright and sunny, if Harry's hand hurt, I always took an umbrella.
You know, last time we walked one of Selma's weddings, we all had husbands.
Oh, each wedding, there gets fewer and fewer people. I wonder who have been missing this time.
Hopefully some of the wives.
Oh,
So what time's Sam coming to pick us up?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, we haven't spoken the last couple of weeks. Last time I spoke to him, he said 5 o'clock. But I haven't spoken to him, so he could have forgotten.
Well, and you haven't spoken to him since?
No,
And haven't you seen him?
not for a couple of weeks. He keeps saying he's tired. And I keep trying to figure out maybe I did something wrong the last time we went out. Oh, we had such a lovely night. He came to the door with flowers. When was the last time you were given flowers?
Abe's funeral.
Harry used to come home with them all the time. Actually, it's how I knew he was being unfaithful. The bigger the bunch, the younger the girl. One day he came home with 24 roses, and I thought, oi, that's it, he's up for statutory rape this time.
Samuel tulips, yellow tulips. Oh, they were so beautiful.
Well, come on, let's phone Sam and find out when he's coming.
I don't think we should.
Oh, come on, I'll do it. Give me the number.
Look, if he doesn't come, we can just drive ourselves.
No, why should we be the only people with no escort?
I think it's a little forward.
Darling, you can never be too forward. I'll do it. Hello, yes. Rapendo. Cats. No, with a K. Samuel. Yes, that's with an S. And it goes right through to an L. Ugh, a Jewish girl, she's not. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. Thank you, and have a pleasant trip back to Earth. Hello, Sam. Lucille. Yes. Good. Right. Good. Bye.
Well,
He's coming right now.
now,
Yes.
look what I look
We
like.
better get a move on.
Right. I'm going to set up in your bedroom. You'll be knocked out by what I'm going to wear.
I think she said she's wearing shoulder pads.
Either something or by themselves.
Well, she has to wear the dress that Selma picked out.
You know, I feel a little bit nervous going to Selma's wedding without Abe.
Oh, me too.
You know, it's going to be strange walking into that wedding, seeing friends, couples.
Oh, Murray used to make up stories about everyone there. Just for me, I mean. I used to be out a couple, and he would make up a funny story about how they'd met, how they'd argued. Oh, how I used to laugh.
All Abe wanted to do was dance. He could dance all night.
You're telling me he slapped me onto the floor more than once.
The cha-cha, that's what we love, the cha-cha-cha.
Are you going to dance?
Me? No, I don't
Why?
think I could.
You afraid?
Of what?
Of
Oh,
dancing.
don't be so ridiculous. What's there to be afraid of? I just don't think I'll be in the mood.
How can you know whether you're going to be in the mood?
Enough already about the dancing. What's so important?
Okay, yeah.
Are you going to dance?
If I'm asked.
You want to dance?
If my feet don't object, why should I?
You still love to dance, don't you?
Yes.
You want to dance with Sam?
If he asks.
And it wouldn't bother you if it wasn't Murray?
Doris, it can't be Murray. What should I do? I'm standing there, the music's playing, and Murray's not on the dance. What should I do?
Go back to your table.
Doris, listen to me. For you it's enough to have your family, friends and children and live alone. Me, I can't do it. I need to be with someone, to give to someone. Oh, that afternoon when you and Lucille went out, and I was alone with Sam. I came alive. Oh, I felt awkward, nervous, excited. My heart was pounding. But for the first time since Murray died, I came alive. And yes, I still feel awkward for feeling that good. But I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life feeling guilty for wanting to be touched, to be held by someone who isn't Murray.
You know, when I go to the cemetery tomorrow, I think I'm going to ask them to remove the ivy from Abe's stone and replace it with wood chips. That way it'll look good all year round and I won't need to worry. And I think the wood chips will look nice.
I'm not going tomorrow, Doris.
Who said anything about you going? I didn't hear your name mentioned.
Why can't you try just 1 month not going to the cemetery?
Ida, you do what's right for you, and I'll do what's right for me.
Okay. Oh my God, he's here! Where are my shoes? My shoes.
Ida, listen,
I need
there's
my
something I
shoes.
need to tell you.
I need my shoes. Where are my
Ida,
shoes?
listen. Oh, here they are, listen.
Oh,
Lucille and I
I've got my
did
bracelet, my
something.
necklace,
Please
my
don't
earrings. How do I look? Do I look okay?
You look sensational.
Thank you. Oh, I haven't got my headdress. You answer the door, I can't.
Come in, Sam.
Hello, Doris.
Hello, Sam. Mildred! Hello, Doris. I didn't know you were going with us. Oh, well, I was supposed to be going with George and Elaine, but, well, Sam and I, we were out having dinner last night, and I was telling him how the only thing worse than going to a wedding all alone is going third. And then Sam, well, he said he wasn't going with anyone else either. Oh, I mean, he's driving you and I to a new city. He's not going with anyone, so he asked me if I'd like to go with him. I refused. Of course.
Look, she really didn't want to go with George and Elaine.
It's nice to see you working on a new chapter so quickly. Oh, just hope those are your dancing shoes you're wearing. I've got no intention of letting you leave the dance floor all night. Hello, Ida.
Mildred?
Mildred's going with us. Well, actually, she's going with Sam, but she's coming with us.
Hello, Ida.
Hello, Sam.
I see you two are the bridesmaids this time.
Yes.
You haven't been asked yet. Maybe your next wedding, eh?
Look, very nice. You both do.
Thank you. Why don't we all sit down?
I think that this Edbetter Selma's marrying's absolutely loaded. Have either of you two met? No.
Not yet.
It all happened rather quickly. Well, I know. I mean, 1 minute she was with Arnold, but the next minute she turns around with Elaine. It's amazing how quickly some people find replacements, wouldn't you say?
So, I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, I've been busy.
I'll say. Elaine is so little to show.
I didn't know.
Oh, sorry. Did you not want the marriage man yet?
Ida, it's no secret. I put it up for sale last week.
Why?
Exactly what I said.
I think it's time now.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure yet.
I can't imagine anywhere else.
Well, there's always Irving shop in Hendon. Now, he's got a great little business.
It's not going to be the same, though, am I wrong?
What's keeping you still? Lucille, are you ready?
I'll be down in a minute. Is Sam there? Yes, he's here. Hi, Sam!
Hello, Lucille.
So,
Go.
you go first. There's nothing important.
I was just going to say, I hope we don't get too much traffic.
Yes. Would anybody like a drink?
No.
Not for me, thank you.
Do you know, I think I could use a little water. No, you sit down, I'll get it. Point me in the right direction.
The glasses are over the sink.
Lucille, we're going to be late. Coming! I can't understand how it takes a woman who wears so little so long to get ready.
Now, where did I put that lipstick? Ah, there it is. What? Don't tell me. It's the brooch. It's too much.
Brooch I like.
What brooch?
Oh, no, I never noticed anything. Well, so what do you think?
Of what?
Oh, then you look. Is it me?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, come on, it's not that different. I thought the wig would be a bit of fun. You've got to admit it's a knockout.
Words cannot express how knocked out I think you look.
Tonight, no one is going to say Harry Rubin's widow has given up on life.
Tonight, no one's going to recognise Harry Rubin's widow.
Exactly! And you, Mr. Katz, if you play your cards right, you'll get a little dance. Mildred?
Lucille,
What are you doing here?
going to the wedding. Sam, Sam, being the gentleman he is, has offered to take me straight.
How thoughtful. And are we picking up anybody else along the way?
I think you'll find the car is full.
Just as well you don't drive a bus. That won't be very long.
Who wants some tea?
Oh, enough with the tea. Let's have more wine.
I don't have any wine.
I do. And I got some cake. Oh, we have wine and cake. Yes. Oh. And I also got some biscuits.
Biscuits.
Oh, and I also got some of those little chicken wings. I couldn't
ever see anybody dance like that. What a real spectacle. Maybe that's what men like, a spectacle.
Let's us make a spectacle of ourselves. Where's the music?
Oh, it's a great idea.
What?
Look at the mirror and you'll see. Hey! Oh, Doris! Oh, no, you don't dance! You're gonna dance,
Come on, Lisa, we'll dance all night.
Oh, look at the ladies! Oh!
You're afraid, eh, Doris?
Who's your bedroom? You want such a lousy dog?
You try dancing with a rock
Oh,
pie.
yeah! None of you can do the jump. This is how you do the jump. Oh, the Maven!
Call that a jumper? This is a jumper.
Look at all these left feet! Where's the grace? Where's the style?
Read like memories, eh, Doris?
Oh, the cruises! Elapse, Mallorca! Wow, Harry used to move me around.
They used to clear the floor when this magnificent thing got out the door.
Well, could you blame them the way you used to flap your arm?
Oh! What's the matter?
I don't think I should be that last night. Oh, I don't have any water. There were a lot of people missing from that wedding.
Don't.
I looked for faces.
Too much of a schlep for some people.
I looked for Abe. And you know something? I saw him. I actually saw him. I saw him eating, walking, dancing. I actually saw him dancing. The first question that came into my head was, why aren't I dancing with him? Why aren't I with him? Has that ever happened to you? Do you ever see Murray?
You mean picture him doing something?
No, you turn round and he's there.
Sometimes. I once came home late about 5:30. And as I walked in, I could have sworn I saw him standing over there. He came into the room, and I could have sworn I saw him over there. The funny thing is, I saw him the way he used to be. His thick, black, wavy hair. Oh, he had some hair back then. Bloom's Restaurant, that's where we met. Ruth Cutler introduced us. I sat the whole meal, I couldn't take my eyes off him. I kept thinking, Bill, he doesn't have any interest in me. The next day, Ruth called. She said Murray had called her and told me to call him. Oh no, I thought. So I called. I said, this is Ida, my number is 56432. If you want to talk to me, you call me. I hung up and prayed. And sure enough, he called. And as they say, the rest is history.
The first time I saw Abe was in my father's shop. I was 19 and working behind the counter. I couldn't see his face. He was in the second row along, but I saw through the bottom shelf that he was wearing a really old pair of trousers and he had a big hole in the top of his right shoe. This was definitely not a boy with money, so I knew I had to keep a careful lookout. All of a sudden, he bent down, grabbed a loaf of bread and hid it under his jacket. I ran round and stood behind him. He got up and stared at me straight in the eyes. My heart began to pound. I don't know what came over me. As he turned and walked out the shop, I yelled, "Thief! Thief!" at the top of my lungs. It's the only thing I think of doing to keep him there. And it worked. My father ran out and grabbed him. A month and a half later, we were married. My father used to say, "This is my son-in-law, the thief. First he stole my bread, then he stole my heart."
What about you, Lucille? You ever see Harry?
Well, I really didn't see that much of him when he was alive. So I really don't see any reason for seeing him now he's dead.
What about when you're with other men?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're in bed with another man. You know, when you're having sex with another man. Don't you ever see him?
No. Do you like another drink?
I don't believe you.
Why, were you there?
I couldn't dance with another man without thinking of Abe.
Oh, Doris, listen, you can't do anything without thinking of Abe.
Not true.
And secondly, you are not me, so please don't tell me what I think and what I don't think. Come on, have another drink.
Oh, I've had enough.
Oh, always enough. Everybody's had enough. Don't go too far. Don't have too much. Just have enough. Oh, I've had enough, and I'm having more.
Lucille!
Well, honestly, they should put it on your headstones. Here lies Doris and Ida. They had enough. When I die, it's going to say, here lies Lucille. She wanted more. And then you'll come and visit me every month. I'll only be a headstone throwaway. Cemetery humour. You will come, won't you?
Lucille, please.
You will come.
Yes, yes.
You on your own tape, you will come.
Yes, Lucille.
And you have to tell Sam where I am, because it's where we met.
We'll bring some, won't we, Doris?
Yes, we will.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't think you'll come. I think you'll leave me there all on my own. God knows where Harry will be. They really ought to make big coffins for married people, shouldn't they? You should be able to get a king-size coffin or a double, for Christ's sake. Then you could lie next to each other for eternity, even if you don't touch, talk, do something. Otherwise, you've just got to lie there, all alone, thinking, this isn't how it should be. Damn it.
Lucille, please.
I'm going to bed.
Why, have you had enough?
Yes.
Oh, figures.
Let me tell you something, Lucille. There is nothing wrong with having had enough. It just means that what you've had up till now has been good. You don't need to spend the rest of your life making a fool of yourself looking for more.
Me make a fool of myself? Me? You who stand in a grave talking to a dead man?
Don't you bring Abe into this?
Oh, rain or shine, there's Doris standing at Abe's grave. Yap, yap, yap. I hope for his sake he was buried with cotton wool in his ears. How dare you?
Doris, don't get excited.
You know why I go to the cemetery every month, Lucille? Because my husband deserves it. Because in all the years we were married, he never cheated on me once. So, I'm warning you. He didn't have to cheat because our marriage was good. Stop. Our marriage meant something. So don't you take it out on me because your husband never loved you.
Look at you! Just look at you! What's happening to us?
I'll tell you what's happened to us. Nothing means anything anymore anymore. All this one wants to do is sleep around.
Please.
And you just want to make a fool of yourself chasing after Sam.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous. If we hadn't told him not to take you, you would have walked into Sam's wedding and made a complete fool of yourself.
He does seem to have gotten over his loss very quickly.
And to think that I had second thoughts.
You told him. And you knew all the time. You watched me get dressed. You watched me make up, and you knew. Oh, and when I told you how I felt and what I wanted, you knew. And you watched me make a fool of myself when he walked in here with Mildred. And you knew. Both of you. Oh, I figured you wouldn't understand. But I didn't think you'd try and stop it.
We just wanted to make
But what about what I wanted? Did you ever think for 1 second what I wanted?
We were
And who put the two of you in charge of my life?
We were concerned.
To hell with your concern! You weren't concerned with me. You were just concerned for yourselves. You couldn't bear the fact that I didn't want to go to the cemetery. Or maybe I wanted to do something else with my life. And you couldn't bear the idea that maybe someone was interested in me and not you.
No, I can have any man
But
I
not
want.
Sam.
But I don't want Sam.
I saw the way you flirted with him. Why didn't you come to the cemetery?
No,
with me, Sam?
I was
Why
just
didn't you and I get
trying to-
together?
I was
again?
just
You were just trying to get
than me. I don't care who he had. And if he was looking down at me, I wanted him to see me with other men. Or to have to shut his eyes like I did. For 3 years I wanted that. I really wanted that. But I never did it once. Not once. I never went to bed with anyone. You said I did. I said I went out. I threw a couple of names in extra here and there, but I never did it once.
I'm going to bed. Take whichever room you want.
Ida!
How about one more glass of wine? A nightcap?
I've had enough. Are you going to take all of those?
Why?
Because if you're not, I would like some. But if you are, I'm just going to go to the kitchen and chop my head off. I can fully Sally. I'll explain everything.
It's a little late for that.
Sorry, Ida. We should never, ever have interfered. It's just that when Doris and I saw you getting so involved, honestly, I think we panicked a little at the thought of our threesome breaking up.
Well, you certainly managed to stop that from happening.
Oh, please don't hate me.
Oh, come on. I don't hate you. I may not like you for a while, but I don't hate you. Come on, help me clear this out.
Okay, yes, we'll tidy up. It'll be perfect.
How could you think that I wouldn't understand what you were going through over Harry? Oh my God.
What?
Right now I'm looking into the future. I can see what I'm going to look like 3 years after I die. Maybe I should use a bit of the green eyeshadow to highlight the colour. Oh, who can that be?
Oh, it's Selma telling us she's getting a divorce.
Oh, God.
Who is it?
Sam.
Hello, Ida.
Oh,
Hello, Lucy.
Sam.
Where's Doris?
Oh, she's still in bed. We went up very late last night. You know how ladies do.
Do you think I could talk to Ida alone for a moment, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll make some tea.
I'm not sure what I came here to say. I just knew that I had to come here to see you. Ida, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to stop seeing you.
you already have.
Well, only because I began to realise that maybe there was the possibility that something was going to happen, that maybe something was developing between us that
That
maybe...
I wasn't ready for.
No, that I wasn't ready for. You see, when I think back, I was talking like a big shot, ready to start a new chapter. Who was I kidding? I was terrified. All I wanted was a door to run out of, and Lucille and Doris gave me one. You see, we started talking about Selma's wedding and what it meant to take you.
So you asked
and-
Mildred?
Well, not because I had any feelings for her, but because I didn't. It felt safe. I know, it wasn't a nice thing to do to you or to her.
No.
Ida, that afternoon I spent here alone with you was one of the nicest afternoons I had since Myrna died. And the evenings we went out together. Oh, Ida, they just felt wonderful. Each time I was with you, I thought about Myrna less and less. And that's what started to get to me. You see, for the first time in my life, I wasn't comparing someone to Myrna. I was just enjoying you for being you. And that terrified me.
I'd like to ask you one thing. These past couple of weeks, have you missed me?
Oh, yes. And you?
You were on my mind.
Ida, listen, I've lost one woman in my life because there was nothing I could do to stop it. I don't want to lose you. If there's still anything I can do just to hold on. What's so funny?
Right now, somewhere up there, Mary and Myrna are having one hell of a roll.
Do you think so?
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, look, I'll tell you what. Look at Lucille. Let's forget the tea. Why don't we all go and get something to eat?
Food?
Well, and then maybe we can all go and get some ice cream. Oh, I do feel like a kid again. Isn't it great?
Oh, that would be lovely. We haven't had anything to eat.
No, nothing.
So, why don't you go and get dressed and wake up Doris?
Oh, yes, I'm sure she's famished.
I'm sure. Oh,
I'm so sorry. We should never have interfered.
Forget it. Look, where should we go and get something to eat?
Anywhere you like.
Well, I know a nice kosher restaurant in Hendon.
Clients.
No, you're thinking of Klein's Korean Kitchen. Why don't we go to Manny's Peking?
I know the place.
There you are.
You've just got to let me straighten myself up a little. You know, Harry and you are the only two men who've ever seen me looking like this. And look what it did to Harry.
Well, personally, I think you look better without makeup.
Oh my goodness. Ida, is she up? Ida, is she up?
Oh, no.
Ida! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Ida?
Sam!
Oh, I'm here. Ida. I'm here.
Look at this place. You'd think they'd come and clean it up.
Oh, the weights they've all fallen. And they do it all at once.
It's not right though, is it?
No. So what you going to do now? Been over to Harry?
Yes. He sends his best. Is Sam over at Mel's?
Yes. I spoke to Selma yesterday.
Oh, really? And?
Oh, They're going to be very, very happy. I think this could be it.
No kidding.
She also got the pictures back from the wedding. There's one of the three of us sitting at the table.
I didn't even know they were taking photographs.
No one did. The pictures is of us two eating, and Doris stuffing chicken wings in her bag.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Lucy.
How are you?
Yeah, not bad. And you?
Yeah, not bad.
How old was poor Doris?
Do you know, I don't actually know.
Whatever she was too young.
Who isn't? Myrna was 53.
Gosh, that must have been very difficult.
Well, I always thought I would go first.
Well, what's meant to be is meant
Oh,
to be.
please, don't start with that crap.
What else can you say?
You can say what's meant to be stinks, that's what you can say.
What good does it do?
No, we'd better be going.
Are you going out?
I'm going to visit my son Richie.
And I'm going to meet his new grandson.
Do you know when we'll be coming again?
No, and it's almost winter. And not everybody's got such a warm coat.
That's such a great price.
True. Are you coming?
No, give me a few moments.
Lucy, will you take good care of yourself?
Thank you, sir. They look good together, don't they? 10 to 1 they'll be married before the year's out. Now that will be some do. Good meat. And Selma and I will probably be bridesmaids. Now there's a turn up. Selma, a bridesmaid at somebody else's wedding. Look at this place. Shouldn't have to pick dead leaves out of the ivy. You shouldn't have to tend a grave for the rest of your life. You shouldn't have to come to the cemetery every month. Oh. Oh, Doris, I'm going to miss you, Doris. But that doesn't mean I'm going to come here every month. I don't care how much time we spend here. I don't want to remember you and me in this place. I want to remember you laughing. I want to remember you arguing. I want to remember you stuffing chicken wings in your handbag.